Welcome to the Zamboanga City Schools Division Office, hiring guidelines for senior high school teaching positions effective school year 2016-2017. Our reference is DepEd Order Number 3, Series of 2016. Blessed morning to each and everyone, most especially to our applicants, who will be making a difference to our learners, the hoped, and future workers in our society. I am Mr. Basilio, the Education Program Supervisor under the School Governance and Operations Division, and at the same time, the Chair of the Division Selection Committee for Senior High School. Peaceful and working morning also to our guests who are here with us, as well as to the SDO Division Screening Committee. Before we'll start, allow me first to give you the rationale, or what really DO number 3 is all about. Rationale: the Department of Education, DepEd, recognizes that the success of any education system greatly relies on the competence of its teachers. Hence, one of the primary issues the department aims to address through its comprehensive implementation of the K-12 basic education program is the need for highly competent teachers in the senior high schools. The program plans to achieve this objective through setting professional standards that will better ensure that the teachers hired are able to significantly contribute to the development of lifelong learners. Faithful to the merit and fitness principle of the civil service doctrine of the Constitution and DepEd's continuing trust to enhance the quality of basic education, these hiring guidelines are hereby promulgated for teaching positions in the senior high school consistent with the pertinent provisions of existing laws, rules, and regulations. As to the scope of these guidelines, which shall apply to the filling up of newly created or natural vacancies for teaching positions in public senior high schools, shall cover the following areas or aspects: announcement of vacancies and receiving of applicants, verification and validation of submitted documents, evaluation criteria and selection process of qualified applicants, the appointment of qualified applicants, and monitoring of schools division offices, the SDO, and compliance by regional offices, the ROs. For applicants who are already teaching with the DepEd either in elementary or junior high school, DepEd Order Number 66, Series of 2007, on the revised guidelines on the appointment and promotion and other teaching-related teaching and non-teaching positions shall apply except for Part 3, Computation of Points, and of said DepEd Order. Part 7, Evaluation Criteria and Computation of Points of this order shall be applied instead. Let us now proceed to the definition of terms for you guys to familiarize words or phrases that need to be clarified as you go along the way of this issuance. To start with, we have bona fide resident. Refers to an applicant who has been residing for at least 6 months at a barangay or city in which the school being applied to for a teaching position is located, as evidenced by the personal data sheet, the CSC Form 212, revised 205, and a voter's identification card or any proof of residency. Displaced HEI applicant refers to applicant who has a minimum teaching experience of at least 1 complete academic year in an HEI as of academic year 2014-2015 and has been displaced as a result of the implementation of RA 10533, otherwise known as the Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013. Permanent refers to the employment status issued to a person who meets all the minimum qualification requirements of the position to which he or she is being appointed, including the appropriate eligibility prescribed in accordance with the provisions of the law, rules, and standards promulgated in pursuance thereof. Provisional refers to the employment status issued to a teacher who meets all the requirements of the position except eligibility professional teaching license. The RQA refers to the official list of applicants who obtain an overall score of 70 points and above based on the criteria and as a result of the evaluation and selection process set herein. Senior high school subject groups are related senior high school subjects grouped according to needed teachers, specialization, preparation such that all the subjects in any track or strand offered by the school can be taught by qualified teachers. The senior high school subject groups shall be the basis for preparing the senior high school registry of qualified applicants. Senior high school teacher applicants should also indicate the senior high school subject group they intend to teach in their application letter. Teacher applicant may also teach subjects from different groups provided that he or she qualified to do so. The senior high school groups are as follows. Group 1, UMS, Oral Communication, Reading and Writing, English for Academic and Professional Purposes, Practical Research, Komunikasyon at Pananaliksi sa Wika at Kulturang Pilipino, pagbasa at pagsusuri ng iba't ibang teksto sa pananaliksi, pagsulat sa Filipino sa piling larangan, 21st Century Literature from the Philippines and the World, Contemporary Philippine Arts from the region, Understanding Culture, Society, and Politics, Introduction to the Philosophy of the Human Person and related specialized UM subjects, Media Information, Literacy, Empowerment Technologies, Group 2, ABM and Entrepreneurship, Research and Work Immersion, Group 3, STEM and the following subjects groupings. General Mathematics, Statistics and Probability and related specialized STEM subjects. Earth Science, Earth and Life Science, Physical Science and related specialized STEM subjects. Group 4, TVL and the following specializations. Specialized TVL Agri-Fisheries, Specialized TVL Industrial Arts, Specialized TVL ICT, Specialized TVL Home Economics. Group 5, Sports and the following subjects. Physical Education and Health, Personal Development and related specialized sports subjects. Group
Scene 1, take.
We will now proceed to the announcement of vacancies. Announcement of vacancies. The complete list of all vacant senior high school positions shall be disseminated by the DepEd Central Office to the school's division offices or the SDOs and school offering grades 11 and 12. The SDO's personnel division shall publish the vacant positions in the CSC Bulletin of Vacant Positions and through other modes of publications such as agency website and newspaper and post the same in at least 3 conspicuous places in the SDO, its website, and in the schools concerned for at least 10 calendar days. The date of posting shall be indicated in the notice. Application process and documentary requirements. An applicant shall submit to the SDO or the school head of the senior high school either standalone senior high school or complete secondary school where a teacher shortage or vacancy exists. A written application supported by the following documents mandatory requirements. Submit application letter to the school. Mandatory requirements, we have the CSC Form 212 or the PDS in 2 copies, Certificate of Relevant Specialized Training, Voter's ID and or any proof of residency, NBI clearance, omnibus certification of authenticity and veracity of all documents submitted signed by the applicant. Additional requirements, certified photocopy of the following: bachelor's degree diploma, transcript of records, PRC ID, certificate of registration, LET or PBET rating. Additional requirements for the HEI TVL faculty: certified photocopy of certification of status of employment service record from the HEI TVL. Additional requirements for TVL, TESDA, and C, certified photocopy of trainer's methodology certificate, TMC, if available. Additional requirements for arts and design and sports, certified photocopy of certification of proficiency, recognition from recognized and respectable relevant associations or organizations, guild. RQA posting. Next, we will proceed to appointment. Application process quick guide. Submit application letter and requirements, demo and interview, and take the English proficiency test. School screening committee ensures that the updated list of vacancies are regularly posted at noticeable places and at the websites of schools and teacher education training institution at all times. Receipts, applications, and documents. Verifies and certifies as to completeness, veracity, accuracy, and authenticity of documents. Informs applicants about schedules, timelines, and deadlines at least 7 days in advance. Produces copies of the receipt applications and documents before submitting the original submissions to the Division Selection Committee. Composition. Chairperson is the school head, the members, the head teachers for core and or track subjects as needed based on the school's vacancies. 3 teachers from the different learning areas as needed based on the school's vacancy. The president of this SGC and PTA. Division Selection Committee. Receives from the school screening committee the list of applicants. Verifies the documents submitted by the school screening committee. Evaluates applicants based on the criteria set forth in these guidelines. Reviews and consolidates the results of the individual ratings of applicants. Prepares separate division-wide RQA for each core subject and track. Secures list of its LGU-funded teachers. Ensures that LGU-funded and volunteer teachers applicants go through the application process. The composition. Chairperson is the ASDS. Members, we have 1 education program supervisor or specialist, the NAPSHI or the NAPSPIL president, the teacher representative, 1 regional education supervisor as process observer. The official in charge of personal actions shall provide secretariat services and maintain the minutes of proceedings of the selection and deliberation process. So those are the hiring guidelines for senior high school applicants as stipulated in DepEd Order No. 3, Series of 2016. This is Mr. Basilio D. Uy, Education Program Supervisor under the Schools Governance and Operation Division of Zamboanga City, saying as one family, no hay cosa imposible, cre, junto, puede.